Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making some pasta fagioli. There's different ways of pronouncing it. You could call it pasta fazool. It's pasta and beans. Okay. Now in my previous video I made polenta and I showed you how to make that. But what I do is I put it in the refrigerator and it got set up so it's pretty pliable. So I already started cutting out the circles before I started the video, but I'll show you. Just give it a little cut and I make these little sticks. So that's pretty simple. Watch the video. It's video 63 and you'll see how to make the polenta, which is very easy. And now I got my grill pan hot. I'm going to put a little olive oil on the polenta and just rub it in a little so it don't stick to the pan. Pretty simple. Okay, what I'm going to do is put a little oil in the grill pan so it don't stick. And you're going to want to sizzle. Now, polenta is a peasant dish as well. You didn't have much money, but you could have ground corn, and so of course, a lot of different cultures made different recipes, and Italians were one of them. So you just put it on the hot grill pan. And you just want to get a little grill and crustiness on them. Pretty simple. And what I'm going to do is put a little bit more olive oil on this side. Just a little. You don't need much. Just keep it from sticking. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over to this other spot I have over here. And you just use your tongs. Let's see. And don't move them. Don't touch them until they firm up a little. But I'm going to move those over so I can start on the pasta. Okay, and what I have in this pan back here is just boiling salt water and dentellini I'm going to use. They're just a little tubular, they're like little small tubular, looks like kind of like a Vita cut up into a bunch of pieces. If you can see that, okay. Not sure how good the camera is over there or what you're seeing. But I put salt water in there and you want that to get to a good boil. Okay. And let me cut up some. I got red onions. And this is like a soup. You put whatever you want in it. I mean, it's like, I was saying, a vegetarian soup because you didn't have meat in the rough times, but maybe you had some meat drippings or a little bit of bacon. Go ahead and put that in if you want. I decided not to today for this recipe, but okay, well, let me get my pan on here. There, over there. And let me show you what I have. Garlic. I keep my garlic in the refrigerator with a little olive oil. I usually take a clove or two and put some olive oil in there. Let me check on these for a sec, see how they're doing. They're looking really good. And they're starting to move around in the pan now, so that's good. That means they're not sticking on us. Okay, let's see. Let's put a little olive oil in our pan and get these onions going. Just a little. And put those onions in there. I use red onions today. You don't have to use red, but I used red today because I didn't have no white. That's the only reason. But you could use red or white. And you could put like some celery and carrots in here too if you want. I mean, I don't think that's traditional, but that's why it's called such a peasant dish. And it's a southern Italian dish. And in Sicily they actually call it pasta fazola. Okay. And then I'll let them cook just a bit. Oh, I don't think my pasta's going to be ready. I don't think I timed this right. Alright, let's throw some garlic in there. I like a lot of garlic, and since this is the end of the batch here, I'm going to throw it all in there. Okay. I just don't want it to burn on me, but it's cooking perfectly. I wish you could smell how good it smells. And then I have a can of diced tomatoes, but you could use just a can of tomato sauce. Oh, there goes my smoke alarm. Hold on. The excitement on West Avenue. My dog's barking in the other room because she can smell the food. The smoke alarm's going off. My water's not ready to boil. I forgot it takes 8 minutes for the dintalini, so let me get that in the pan. I thought I had this so planned out. And you can actually cook the dintalini right in the soup here that I'm making, but I like to do mine a little separate. Makes it easier, I think. Okay. I think I got everything up so high because I'm trying to make sure this all works out for this video. Okay. So I'm back to the tomatoes. You could use a little small can of tomato sauce. I use those little Goya ones. But I didn't have any of those, so today I'm going to use these diced tomatoes. And I wanted to show you this great can opener I have. I got it from Pampered Chef, but it's great. So this way, the food never touches it. It just goes around the top and never touches the food. I just wanted to show you that. I love it. And when making your pasta, I don't usually get to show you this, always give it a couple little stirs. You know, you're working on one project, go back and give it a little stir. And it says it's going to take about 8 to 10 minutes, so I'm going to set my timer for about 6, just so that I don't overcook it and it cooks al dente. So now I'm going to put, I got stock in a box, unsalted. I had some in the freezer, but I didn't have time to thaw it, so I'm just going to put that in there. And you can just use water straight from the tap. And I forgot to put salt and pepper on my onions and my garlic, but hey, we'll put some in now. It just gives it more flavor if you do it in steps and while it's cooking, I think. Let's see. A little salt. Okay. I feel like I'm off track here, but let's turn these over. I get a nice little crust on them. Oh, they're going to be so good. And they're going to be soft and nice inside, but with a little crunch on the outside. Okay, so we got the stock in there, and it looks like I am going to need some water. So let me go get a little water. Sorry about that, folks. I'll be right back. Well, I can tell you the reason why is this is going to be a small little recipe just for me and maybe my son. But it turns out I probably have company coming, so I got to make it a little bit bigger. So we're going to put in the canned tomatoes. And I have a can of cannellini beans around here somewhere. Well, my goodness. I can't find them. Oh, they're here in the sink. Cannellini beans, and what I did was I rinsed them and drained them. You can do that from whole cannellini, or from the bag, from whole, if you like also. Oh, this video's getting crazy. But fun. So, we're just going to put those in. Like I said, I drained them and rinsed them. But I don't like all that guck. You could use great northern beans. I like those as well. But I love the white cannellini beans. They are my favorite. Okay. So I'm going to put a little red pepper flake in there. As you know, I love red pepper flake. I put that in everything. Okay. I'm going to take the polenta off. I'm going to put it up here so you can see it, how good it is. Look at that. That one could have cooked, oh, that one could have cooked just a little bit longer, but for some reason my video does not turn out how I planned, but look how good those are. Let me give it a little taste. Ooh, so good. Okay. Now you could also put some greens in here, a little spinach. Put some more pepper because I didn't put that much in. And like I said, this is a meatless soup, but with your beans in there, you're getting some protein. And here's my song from Saturday Night Fever. Okay, the diftalinis are almost done. Let's see how this is looking. I was going to put 2 cans in. I'm going to put another half a can of some of these tomatoes. Whoa. Okay. And then I'm just going to put some parsley in there. And then that just cooks just long enough for the polenta to cook, the ditalini to cook, and pretty much it's done. I'm going to give it a taste. Check the seasoning. I'd like it to cook about a half hour, but oh, delicious already. But I'm just saying. You guys are going to think I'm nuts. This is my first video where you can actually see me, and so you're going to think I'm nuts. Alright, I'm going to put the parsley in. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, Ditalini says it's got 1 minute. Let's see if it's true. Be careful. On top. Oh, yep, perfect. I'll turn that off. Grab a pot holder and drain it. Stand back because it's hot. My kitchen turned into a disaster zone in like 5 minutes. When usually I always have everything organized. Well, I try to. Organized, and this one got a little bit crazy today. But it was fun. I hope you guys try this. It's very good. Whenever I go to Italian fairs or festivals, carnivals, stuff like that, they have this. We gotta have it. You gotta give it a try. So we're just going to put the noodles right in. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit more parsley in there. That's just the timer for the macaroni, the pasta. Oh my goodness, it looks good. It needs to cook for a little bit longer, but what I'm going to do, just so I can show you, is make a bowl. Look at that. Yum. And this is good, hearty soup for a nice cool day like today. And what you want to do is take a little Parmesan cheese or whatever grated cheese you have, sprinkle some on the top, and then get some good olive oil, drizzle that on the top. And voila. Let me get a piece of my polenta and put on the side there. And let me give this a taste. And then go in for the polenta. And you're going to see how good that goes with the broth. Oh, and this only took minutes, but of course the soup does need to get a little bit hotter, the broth and the water, but the flavor's there already and it's so good. So give this one a try. I hope you enjoy it. Again, it can be called pasta and beans, pasta fagioli, pasta fagioli. Or, like I said in Sicily, they call it pasta fazzola. Enjoy. Give this one a try. I promise you it's easy. You'll love it. And beans are so good and healthy for you. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video.